Photographing salmon jumping out of the stream is like shooting fish in a barrel. Hi, my name is Rich Dyson from Edinburgh Photography Workshop, and this is Coffee Break Photography. Today I'm in an amazing location. It's called Bailey's Chute, and it's in British Columbia, just north of Clearwater. And this location is famous for the salmon jumping out of the river. What I'm going to do today is to show you how to get lots and lots of really nice sharp images of this amazing spectacle in just a few easy steps. So let's talk about settings. I'm going to set my aperture to f13 so we get a nice wide depth of field. The fish don't always jump out of the river in the same place. So by giving that nice wide depth of field, but by using a small aperture, it gives us more chance of getting the fish nice and sharp. And talking of sharpness, we're going to use a shutter speed of 1/2000th of a second. That fast shutter speed is going to freeze the motion as these fish jump upstream. And in terms of ISO, I'm going to use the exposed to the right rule. So I'm going to set the exposure so that when the white water is coming down the river, there's nothing that's going to be overexposing on the right side of the histogram. So I know that I'm going to get really, really crisp whites, and then the salmon's going to stand out against that nice background to give us a really impressive shot. So let's go now and take some pictures by the river. So here we are beside the river, and it's really noisy, so I'm apologising for the sound now. There. But as you can see, just down here, the fish are jumping in around about the same place all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually focus on that point. So I now know that the fish are going to jump around that area, and I'm not going to touch my focus button at all. Trying to autofocus in here is really, really difficult, trying to get exactly sharp on a fish as it jumps out of the river. So we're going to go in approximately the same location. And I've started out with my zoom around about 100mm, so I want to get as much space as possible. I can always crop later in. Okay, as I get a little bit more confident, I can start to move my zoom closer and closer, and we can then make the fish bigger in the frame. And you'll get to, as you start to do this over and over again, you'll get to see where the fish are jumping out of the river more often than not, and you'll get more and more good pictures. Okay, so I'm really happy with the images I've got from this viewpoint, looking down onto the river. So what I'm going to do is go a little bit lower. I'm going to shoot across the river, and that just gives us a bit more context by including the trees and the rocks that are included in the scene here. And it gives an extra dimension to the pictures, I'm sure you'll agree. Well, I hope this short video has given you enough information so that you too can go to a salmon stream near you and shoot these amazing creatures as they come upstream. You can help me build my channel a little bit more by subscribing to the channel by clicking on this button down here. And you can also like the content by clicking on the thumbs up down here. I have a monthly newsletter that you can subscribe to. Just click on this QR code here and you'll get a monthly newsletter with no spam in it. My name's Rich Dyson from Edinburgh Photography Workshop, and this has been Coffee Break Photography. See you next time.